So Christmas is right around the corner and you've been very good this year, so you're thinking about buying a PS5 for yourself. You're a casual gamer, you enjoy some video games every once in a while, may even own a PS4. So you're thinking about buying one of the new PS5 Slim models that should be out this Christmas. I mean, they're only $499 and they do come with the new Spider-Man 2 digital download. That game is pretty good and it's a 20-hour campaign, not a bad choice. How about buying, instead, a PlayStation 3? That's right, a PlayStation 3, but with 20 plus exclusive titles only available on the PlayStation 3. Now obviously the PS5 has much better graphics than the PS3. I understand that, and if it's graphics that you're looking for, the PS5 is a much better system running at about 30 times the power that the PS3 can perform. But the PS3 still to this day has over 20 games that have not been ported to other consoles. You can only play them on PS3. The PS3 was launched in North America on November 17th, 2006. And following its predecessor, as the PS2 could play DVDs, making it the cheapest DVD player on the market, the PS3 was able to play Blu-ray. The PlayStation 3 was also the cheapest Blu-ray player on the market, with most Blu-ray players coming in at about $1,000. The Sony PlayStation 3 sold for only $599. However, it cost Sony $840 to make each PS3, leaving them with a net loss of $241 per unit sold. The PlayStation 3 is a great system, and the proof is in the pudding. The PlayStation 3 was released in 2006. Sony continued to make and sell them all the way up until 2017. That's over 10 years for a lifespan for a console. That's incredible. Just ask Kevin Butler. Don't pretend like you don't remember this guy. The Sony PlayStation 3 sold 23.8 million units. The Xbox 360 sold 31.5. The 7th generation console war was won by Nintendo, with the Nintendo Wii selling over 100 million units. The Xbox did outsell the PS3, however, the PS3 never had a red ring of death. According to a 2009 survey done by Game Informer, 54% of people said that they had the red ring of death. Now that estimate seems a little bit high. I don't know that Xbox had 50% failure rate. However, 1 is unacceptable. So let's go ahead and take a look at what kind of PS3 bundle you can build for $499. The first thing you're going to need is a console, and right now, according to PriceCharting.com, the 120GB PlayStation 3 sells for about $130 USD. And now let's build a nice stack of wonderful video games to play on your brand new console, starting with Little Big Planet. Now the first game was released on PlayStation Portable, PSP, or PlayStation Vita. However, if you don't have a handheld, this is the only way to play this game on console. This game is a fantastic puzzle platformer where you're a small little sack and you're in a giant big world. It's an interesting concept for a game, so much so that I even recommend buying Little Big Planet 2. Now for both of these games, Little Big Planet 1 cost $8.89, Little Big Planet 2 is $7.40, and Little Big Planet 2 can only be played on the PS3. Both of these coming in at an incredible Metacritic rating as 95 rating for Little Big Planet 1 and a 91 for Little Big Planet 2. The 95 Metacritic rating is the highest on all of our games today. Little Big Planet 1 is an incredible game. Now let's move to Puppeteer, a game that is the most expensive on our list, coming in at $49.04. Puppeteer is an amazing looking platformer. It has some interesting game mechanics. It only has a Metacritic rating of 80, but I think that is underselling this game. That's why it's $49. It is worth adding to your collection. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, coming in at $19.97 for a 13-hour game time, is a great deal. It only has a 75 Metacritic rating, but I think that's underrated. This is a fantastic series, and this is the last game in the series, so if you've never played these, pick it up. It's also available for the PlayStation Vita. Ratchet & Clank, Tools of Destruction, A Crack in Time, and All for One. This 3-pack is still stuck on the PlayStation 3. All 3 of these games are around $11, and they all have about a 10-hour game time. Respectively, they are ranked on Metacritic 89, 87, and 70. All for One is only rated 70, however, it is a great co-op game. Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, released in 2008. This game is incredible. It has a 94 Metacritic rating. It's a stealth action game, so if that's not your thing, you might not enjoy it. Only $9.91 for this masterpiece that still hasn't been ported over to another console. Tokyo Jungle is the last game on this list that was released on the PS Vita as well. It was released in 2012. It has a Metacritic rating of 74. It's a roguelike survivor fighting game in which all of humanity is destroyed and animals are left to run around Tokyo, and you have to survive the madness. You can own Infamous 1 and 2 for less than $17 USD. Coming in at 85 and 83 Metacritic rating. You want Spider-Man 2? These games invented Spider-Man 2. Hack and slash, you say? Oh, we've got hack and slash. God of War Ascension, $15.66, Metacritic rating of 80. Great deal. Also, Heavenly Sword, another hack and slash game, Metacritic rating of 79, but only $11.87. Both of these will scratch that itch. MotorStorm Pacific Rift, less than $16. Gran Turismo 6, less than $15. Oh, but I want to play Mario Kart Racing. Well, we got that covered too. Little Big Planet Karting, less than $10. Wait, it's Kevin Butler again. I told you, remember that guy? And for first-person shooters that are only available to play on the PlayStation 3, you can buy the entire Resistance trilogy for less than $25. You can also get Killzone 2 and Killzone 3, both for less than $10. All 5 of these games have a Metacritic rating higher than 83, with Killzone 2 taking the cake at 91. Folklore is an action RPG with a Metacritic rating of 75. This game will cost about $41 to add to your collection, but well worth it. For the last game on our list, we have Twisted Metal. This was the last title released in this series. It came out in 2012. We all remember playing one of these games as Sweet Tooth, and you can own this one for $21.76. And there you have it, a comprehensive list of 23 games to add to your PlayStation 3 at a total cost of $458.15. All of these games have never been ported to another system. This is the only way to enjoy them. And if you want to play those couch co-op games with a friend, go ahead and expect to spend an extra $50 on another controller. But make sure and search for OEM equipment, original equipment from manufacturer. And that extra controller will make this entire purchase about $511, which is more expensive than the $499 PS5. But remember, that vertical stand is not included. And since the Xbox 360 store will be closing sadly next year, July 29th, 2024, let's go ahead and make a list of our Xbox 360 exclusive titles. Gears of War, Halo, Forza, and